And a racing, and Corborn Bright gets out pretty well, is trying to head across them here, and will cross too, with Gladza Poppin trying to drive through and getting up handy there. Homebush Melbourne showing a bit of early speed, and Wheelie Over It getting into the act as well. Back in the race to Clampton, Wine Time. Radio Gugu's got back again as they swing the corner, and Gladza Poppin and Rangers whilst they're in each other's ways, the brother and sister. Down they come. Corborn Bright is comfortably clear. Wheelie Over It trying hard. Corborn Bright from Wheelie Over It. Wine Time found the line nicely to get home for third. It's followed over then by Clamped. Back and behind those runners to Radio Gugu, doing its best work late again. Homebush Melbourne got very tired, and then Gladza Poppin Rangers Waltz. But a sibling rivalry on the corner, they got tangled up and finished at the rear. Well, for those who backed up on Corborn Bright, burned on Wednesday, but a winner today. And a racing, Wheelie Rascal out fairly, another duel a wee bit slow, and barreling out there towards the lead would have been Dole Parts to take it up from Wheelie Rascal and Cosmic Choice. Emma Marie trying to drive through on the inside, Crystal Wave in amongst it too. They'll be followed by Good Time Kate between runners, getting well back, another duel Go Fern Go. Into the straight, Wheelie Rascal's in front, Dole Parts is trying hard, further back then to Cosmic Choice. Right down the outside, Good Time Kate, and nicely Wheelie Rascal again from Dole Parts. Good Time Kate got to third, nice gallop, and fourth to go by would have been Go Fern Go. Emma Marie behind them with another duel, well back in the race with Crystal Wave and Cosmic Choice. Might have finished a wee bit closer, but closed up and finished towards the rear by the lure anyway. Wheelie Rascal wins again. She's really putting it together. She ran 21.59, so it's only her second win here. Racing, Coolabah Blue, a fair break the inside. Boris beats it out, and so too does Miss Vodka. Coolabah Blue still there on the inside trying to poke through. Then we've got Murtars quite close and starting to work to the lead, and it has. Killer Lions back in behind these runners. They'll be followed then trying to get around the outside. Trojan Troy, well back in the race, but starting to sneak through the inside. Corborn Steve and Golfing Buddies trying to go with that too. Miss Vodka's now been shuffled out the back. Into the straight they come. They're not going to catch Murtars, comfortably clear. Boris is giving chase then. Coolabah Blue, and further back then to Killer Lion. Murtars scores first up in New Zealand from Boris. Coolabah Blue, Killer Lion back in the piece to Corborn Steve. They'd be followed back then by Miss Vodka. Last pair there, Trojan Troy, Golfing Buddy. Murtar the 5. Well, after what Paul Freeman told us, when you saw him forging to the lead, you thought, well, let's probably shut the gate time, and it certainly was. What's he clocked? 26.05. Whew. It's humming along. Run home 16.74. And a racing, Freedom Flyer comes out reasonably well. Good even line though. Blue and Curly blows across to the lead. Could be shut the gate. It's Blue and Curly in front by 3. Coming out after it was O'Power, Lean Meat, then Freedom Flyer. Gaps back then Kazillion, Sir Richie, Ever So Hopeful, Cassim, and back with them Choc D'Ellis. Blue and Curly straightens up in front. Here's O'Power, Lean Meat trying to close it down. Further back then to Freedom Flyer. In though is Blue and Curly back to class 5. All right, O'Power, Lean Meat, a good run. Freedom Flyer was third to go by, and that'd be followed back then by Kazillion. Another solid enough performance. Cassim back and behind those runners. Ever So Hopeful, Sir Richie not today, and Choc D'Ellis. Oh, there he goes. $1.50 Friday. Wasn't quite able to deliver, but hopped off the lids today. It was a really even break, actually. If we go back to the start here, which we do, you see it's a very even line there. Racing, Weepu steps nicely. O'Power Karen steps nicely. She's going to hear to the lead here, and she does from Weepu, and right beside that would have been Magic Arrows into the party early as well. Off and around the outside then to Sudenham getting into it, who Bobby's trapped out wide. They'll be followed back in the field here by Chloe's Prodigy. Big Time Jets a long way from them, so's Girl Pride. Into the lane comes O'Power Karen. With it for company is Weepu. Down the outside comes Sudenham with a good finish. Back in behind those runners then who Bobby at the line. O'Power Karen sees it through from Weepu. Pseudonym close up third. Who Bobby was next with Big Time Jet close up. Then we had Magic Arrow. And the last pair was Chloe's Prodigy and Girl Pride, but there wasn't a lot top to bottom there. Well, she's actually dominated this race from the front, Opala Karen, so if you were supporting her, you're pretty happy early. Not that she bolted away with it, she didn't by any stretch, but Weepu tried very hard like he does. Racing. And out nicely, Zamatis Lass, applause going with it. Then Homebush Marlowe trying to work into the clear there would have been Classy Zara. She's nice and handy today. Up and around the outside too, we've got Homebush Lucifer. Banjo's Retreat starting to well, gets checked and goes back through the field. So too Homebush Marlowe as they swing the corner. Where's Telkin Ray? It hooks to the outside and starts charging. Homebush Lucifer's got to the lead here. Trying hard as Classy Zara and Token Ray late. Homebush Lucifer's won it from Token Ray, then possibly Classy Zara, and close up two would have been Zamatis Lass, and right there two would have been Time for What, and that wasn't in the call. In Banjo's Retreat, who copped a check at the wrong time. Applause back there with that too, and Homebush Marlowe. Well, wouldn't you know it, this dog absolutely bombed the start at Hattrick in that Class 1 final. Racing, Trendy Lass, fair break here without you, bounds out well. Dogged Dan, Tasha Rama, they get nice and handy. Trendy Lass moves to fourth the inside. They'd be followed around there by Wheelie Bin, back with that Who You and Homebush Vix getting shuffled and Be Prepared as last. On the corner here without you in front, Trendy Lass comes off its heels. Then we've got Dogged Dan, further out on the track to Wheelie Bin and Who You. Seeing it through here without you, last from Trendy Lass, Dogged Dan third, Wheelie Bin out wide is fourth, then Who You fifth. Gaps back the others, Homebush Vix, Tasha Rama after a promising beginning, and a long way back is Be Prepared. Local victory for Brent Johnson. Here without you scoring today, what's it run? 21.97. The winning time, Trendy Lass. Oh, look, she probably had a chance. She was moderate away. And racing, Allegro Master out fairly well, jumping quite nicely there. Winfield Black gets onto the pace as well, and between those runners then we've got Alpaca getting handy. Red Mover Hoover around the outside, Individual Lily back the inside here. Caesar Chance wheeling forward the outside, further back to Varga Frost and Boston Striker. On the corner, Winfield Black, Red Mover Hoover driving hard the inside. Down the outside, Caesar Chance might land some bets, does. Caesar Chance from Winfield Black, Red Mover Hoover third today for a change, son. They'd be followed across then by Alpaca. That was a pretty fair effort. They'd be followed through then, and behind them we had Varga Frost, Allegro Master back along the inside, well beaten today. Boston Strike was well back when they crossed. Individual Lily, if I didn't mention it. Caesar Chance, someone's landed something here. 14 into 8. Racing, Verlaine's Flower, a fair break. Deanne's Fantasy gets out well, and so too does Atom Bomb. Thrilling Logic's going to be 3 wide round that first corner. Just checking off its heels was Who Dat Boy. Nectar's gone very wide, saving a wee bit of ground. Blushing Bell, and back towards the rear was Noaki Hurricane. Atom Bomb in front by 3 into the back, giving chases Verlaine's Flower, and 3 back to Thrilling Logic. 4 back then to Deanne's Fantasy. The outside of that then was Who Dat Boy trying to recover. Further back, Noaki Hurricane, well back in the piece. Nectar and also Blushing Bell to the corner. Atom Bomb is still in front. Verlaine's Flower trying hard. Thrilling Logic cutting the rail, then Who Dat Boy, Deanne's Fantasy. Atom Bomb's not coming back to them. Battle on for the minors. Thrilling Logic working to second here over Verlaine's Flyer. Atom Bomb in nicely from Thrilling Logic. Qualifies. Verlaine's Flyer was third. Who Dat Boy, that was a pretty good run for fourth. Then Noaki Hurricane finding the line. Deanne's Fantasy back behind them. Blushing Bell never a factor, and nor was Nectar. Atom Bomb wins the first 660 metre race at Manawatu Raceway for Steve Clark at Maramarua Forest. He's had a pretty fair weekend, Steve, with his dog Piggyback. Racing, thrilling. Dylan stepped nicely and Little Tegan did too, but a few going forward now. Jonesy's Fortune, Indiana Izmir, Bob's Eye going very wide. A few getting scattered here, including Where's Karoma. Getting back in the field, Corborn, Miami, Opawatanya trying to recover into the back. They go. Thrilling Dylan in front. Little Tegan's parked the inside. About 3 lengths away to Jonesy's Fortune. Indiana Izmir gets going again around Opawatanya, who's trying to sneak through on the inside. Where's Karoma starts a big run around the outside. Further back to Corborn, Miami. And back last is Bob's Eye on the corner. Little Tegan's away for the prize. Thrilling Dylan's trying to hold down second, and behind them to Opawatanya, Indiana Izmir. Where's Karoma? Little Tegan bolts, and it worked out beautifully. Who gets for second? Ooh, Opawatanya just nails that second from Indiana Izmir right there. That'd be followed through then by Thrilling Dylan getting tired. Where's Karoma, who got wiped at the first bend. Corborn, Miami got home quite well at the line. Further back to Jonesy's Fortune, dropped out of it, and Bob's Eye back last. Little Tegan, number 2, well, things worked out just beautifully for her. She hopped okay, and then she was about to get swallowed up into that first bend. Racing, Speed Legend, a fair break. Ginger Powers hops straight out to the lead here, and Graduation gets right up with that. And they'd be followed pushing through then by All About Amy around that first bend. Out wider on the track to Attaboy Zeke in the midfield. Speed Legend the inside. A couple of links back then we've got King's Legacy. Osty's Pursuit a mile from them, and Thrilling Evie too. Graduation opens them up by about 6 or 7 here on Ginger Power. 2 back then to Speed Legend. They'd be followed through by All About Amy and Attaboy Zeke. Further back on the race then to King's Legacy. A lot of work to do here for Osty's Pursuit and Thrilling Evie. Graduation in front, not for long you think though, because Ginger Power ranges up the outside. Speed Legend's running a race. Further back on the race to Osty's Pursuit and Thrilling Evie getting home well. Ginger Power blows on by and scores. Graduation qualifies. Speed Legend runs third. Osty's Pursuit caught the eye late in the piece, but too late. Thrilling Evie was coming with it. Further back to King's Legacy. Attaboy Zeke and All About Amy, the last one in. Well, the strong stars are pulling through in the Nancy Cobain series. Ginger Power does the job here, jumped beautifully. Was headed by second phase acceleration from Graduation, who's a very good middle distance exponent on this track. And racing, Tofano stood there, missed it by 4 lengths, and getting out pretty well would have been. Across Allegro class from Smash Allegro, the brothers sheer up the pace, then Mercenary works into the clear. They'd be followed back on the race then. We've got working between runners Premier Division and Corborn Aries. Wallace led out wide. Tofano well back and always welcome last. Into the straight they come. It's Allegro class, Smash Allegro, Mercenary charging the inside. Further back to Corborn Aries. Over the top here, Smash Allegro in from Allegro class. Then there's either Mercenary or flashing at them. Corborn Aries came very, very late in the piece, and they'd be followed behind those runners. Then we had Tofano, Premier Division in amongst runners, always welcome well back, and Wallace led in that heap too. Oh, the brothers did the job early. Tofano blowing the start off the inside. He's given them a 5-length start. Always welcome, got back today. Allegro class found the lead from Smash Allegro. Mercenary worked into a handy spot.